For those of you that don't know, I just started my own podcast. I filmed my first podcast episode today, and it's not a long video. It was only like 8 minutes. It's actually more of an audio thing, so you hear me talking, but you don't see me. And so basically the episode was basically what I'm going to talk about in my podcast. Like basically, I like to tell jokes. I like to read. So if there's any suggestions of books to read or anything I'm gonna read that I'm currently reading, I'll tell you what the book's about. I also cover a lot of your everyday news, which is also gonna be like that on my podcast. And then I probably will be like a humor person though too. I'll probably let jokes in and out there. So it was like an 8 minute video. And now everything is set up on it. Like I did the audio. Now I gotta set up the payment. When I start getting paid for each and every podcast that I do, I have to set up my banking information, which I haven't done that yet. So eventually that's gonna be one thing I'm gonna have to do. So now everybody's gonna find me on almost every social media platform now. I said so now I'm on. So now you're gonna find me on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Reddit, and now this Anchor podcast. Now Anchor did send me a message stating that my podcast is available on Spotify, but Spotify is not an app that I use. But for anybody who listens to it, they can find me on there. Now there's other apps that you could probably find me on when they start giving suggestions, like TuneIn. There's a couple other ones that they use. I have to look through more. There's like 12 or 13 different. There's like 12 or 13, I think, different apps that they use where they can send your podcast to. So far, they sent it to Spotify, but like I said, I don't listen to Spotify. I don't use Twitch, so I know that's another one you could use. You could also do your podcast on Instagram, which I probably could do that myself if they decide to do it that way. But yeah, but I'm actually happy. I actually learned, and even though the first episode isn't always your best episode, you'll learn to get better over time. So I guess we'll start with that.